quiero dedicárselo a todos los argentinos y a los demás que la sigan mamando, decir, de parte de Diego Armando Maradona. Estoy cansado de encontrar anti-argentinos. Hoy acá vieron los huevos de los argentinos y la gente que vino de Argentina. A esa estamos agradecidos. A esto y a nadie más.
Argentina have defeated Croatia 3-0 in the World Cup semi-final, a scoreline that we did not expect to see. We thought that Argentina was probably going to win 1-0, maybe go on a 1-1 tie and go to extra time, maybe win 2-1, but never did we ever think that Argentina were going to be winning 3-0. Argentina have done it, and yes, Lionel Messi was at the front of this success, but we cannot ignore what Argentina as a collective have done against a very tough Croatian side. Everybody did play well, from Molina to Romero to Otamendi to Tagliafico to Alister, Fernandez, Paredes, De Paul, Messi, Julian Alvarez. All of these players played phenomenal. They did what they had to do when it comes to the defensive aspect of the game and the offensive aspect of the game. They did everything perfect, and Croatia did not have no sort of attacking opportunity against Argentina. Like, yes, we saw like a few chances there, maybe a few chances like 10 minutes later, but overall Croatia barely saw the net. They barely saw the opposition's box. Like, there was no way for Modric, for Perisic, for Kovacic, for any of these players to do anything against this Argentinian wall. And so again, Argentina did win 3-0 with an assist coming from Messi and a goal coming from Messi, and then Julian Alvarez scoring 2 goals. Julian Alvarez, I just think that he is going to be considered as one of the best strikers, not just for Argentina, but in the world for both the club and the international team in a few years. And when I mean by a few years, I'm talking about 1 to 2 years from today. I think that he will end up in the top 5 best strikers in the world, which is crazy. Like, how lucky is Scaloni and how lucky is Pep Guardiola with Manchester City? Imagine Pep Guardiola using Julian Alvarez and also Erling Haaland at Manchester City. That's crazy. But Julian Alvarez, right? I just want to focus on this player and what he did against Argentina. He was hustling. Everything that he did on the field really did remind me of, I would say, Sergio Aguero when it comes to the finishing and the hustle of Carlos Tevez. Carlos Tevez was one of the strikers for Argentina about 70 to 80 years ago. And so when you combine Tevez and you combine Sergio Aguero, you get someone like Julian Alvarez. Lionel Messi has one hell of a partner. There were many times in the first 40 minutes of this game where Julian Alvarez was like literally right next to one of the fullbacks or one of the center backs for Croatia, and he was always waiting for that long ball and run into that open space. Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but that's probably one of the biggest roles that Julian Alvarez was given by Scaloni, is to wait for the ball, wait for that long ball for either Enzo Fernandez making that long ball or maybe Alister making that long ball or Tagliafico. Julian Alvarez was always on point and timing his runs in order for Argentina to go on the counterattack. And it's just so smart, right, for a game plan like that, because look, first of all, the reason why Argentina even found Julian Alvarez high up the pitch is because they allowed Croatia to move to their own half. Argentina did that. They were very comfortable on just defending on some sort of low block, and then once they received the ball, they had Julian Alvarez all the way high up the pitch just waiting for the ball. That was the game plan, and it hurt Croatia so bad. Like, and it's crazy because we talked about how in the pre-match preview that maybe Croatia was going to be the team that's going to sit on a low block, Argentina was going to be the team that was going to move high up the pitch and just try to attack Croatia. But it was the opposite, which is crazy. Argentina was the one that welcomed Croatia in their own half in order for them to just attack those open spaces that was led by, again, Julian Alvarez. And then we just look at what Croatia had in terms of possession. They had 61% of the possession in this game. So they had the ball. They were the ones that were trying to go to Argentina's side, and Argentina did not really care. Why? That is because they knew exactly what they needed to do. They knew exactly what spaces to cover. There was just no way for Croatia to go through that, again, that Argentinian wall. This is a real team, which makes me feel way more confident on seeing a Argentina versus France final with Kylian Mbappe, with Oliver Giroud, Dembele, because I just feel like this Argentina team, they know how to perform as a collective. Individually, you know, like we see these players play for their clubs and sometimes they don't play at their best, like what we see here with Argentina. But when these players are together, you can just feel that brotherhood, that they all have each other's backs, and that's going to take them very far in this tournament, which is why of course Argentina are in the final. So again, going back to Julian Alvarez, that goal, right? So that goal where he did dribble past 3 to 4 players. I would say there was some sort of luck within his dribbling for him to regain the ball back again, even though one of the Croatian defenders were trying to kick it out and they failed completely. But Julian Alvarez, like, he ran like 100 meters. I'm over exaggerating, but he basically dribbled from the half line all the way into the box and scored a goal. He scored a golazo. And I remember, right? I remember when Julian Alvarez scored that goal and he took down about 3 or 4 players. I'm like, that's not Julian Alvarez. That's not him. That's Diego Armando Maradona. Like, his spirit like literally went to Julian Alvarez and he scored the goal, which is why he was able to do that. And I saw like so many people saying, gracias Diego, gracias Armando Maradona, and all of these things, right? Which is, it's just crazy, right? It's crazy how football works, and it's beautiful. And so those first 2 goals that we did see in the first half, it was all led through the movement of Julian Alvarez. Yes, because he did dribble past 3 to 4 players. And even on the first goal, which was a penalty, Julian Alvarez made a great run into the box, into open space. He was on a 1v1 versus the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper obviously did foul Julian Alvarez in the box, which led towards a penalty for Argentina, and Messi scored that penalty. So it was a great first 45 minutes. And then as we went into the second half, we did shift into a back line where we saw 3 center backs, which is why we saw Lisandro Martinez come into this game, because I felt like Scaloni really wanted to lock down Croatia and just give them no chance at all in this game to find no goal scoring opportunity, which is why that back 5 really works so well. And like I have said, like, I know that many of you guys are going to be saying like, this does hurt Argentina in a way, because if you put 5 defenders in the back, you're barely going to have any players to attack, and you can't even like counterattack. Well, look, again, Argentina, like I have said again, Argentina have the permission to do that. They do, because they have Messi, they have Julian Alvarez. You just put those 2 players up high with someone like De Paul going up high, you get the job done. You get the job done. Messi does, he's considered as like 3 players. He's not just 1 player. He's a tank. He knows how to score. He knows how to act like a number 9. He knows how to act like a playmaker. He knows how to be like a Diego Armando Maradona or a Lewandowski. He knows how to do everything. And Julian Alvarez, of course, is always going to be right next to that player to give that extra speed and pace on the attack. And so look, on the 69th minute, we saw another crazy moment. A crazy moment. We saw Messi have the ball on the corner of the pitch, and we're talking about Julian Alvarez's second goal, right? So we saw Messi receive the ball, and he was dribbling around the box, and then he was basically messing with Guardiola. And remember how I did talk about this in the pre-match preview? I was talking about how we're probably going to be seeing Messi versus Guardiola. Guardiola has been considered as one of the best center backs in this tournament so far, if not the best center back in this tournament so far. But for Messi, right? For Messi to just outplay Guardiola, the best center back that has performed in this World Cup, who is only like 22 years old or 21 years old, a player that we have talked about for Barcelona to get, for Messi to make a fool out of him and to out-dribble him, to go around him, and then to give that assist and just lay off that pass to Julian Alvarez to find that second goal is just, it is spectacular. How does Messi do that at the age of 35 years old against a center back who's 6'2 or 6'1 and is like in their lower 20s? I don't understand. I don't understand how Messi continues to do something so amazing at 35, looking like he does play if he was 25 years old. It just shows us that Messi still has it. And let me tell you guys, whatever that final is going to be, whether it's Argentina versus France or Argentina versus Morocco, Messi's probably going to be playing the game of his life. He's going to be playing the game of his life. He probably does not care if he pulls 2 hamstrings at the last 10 minutes of this game. He does not care. We're probably going to see him run more than he has ever did in the past 3 years. We're probably going to see this player try to out-dribble as many players as he can, right? He's going to do all of those things. He's probably going to be playing as if his body is 25. And I'm telling you guys, I really do not think Messi cares if he does encounter like some sort of like serious injury that's going to take him out for about 2 or 3 months or maybe even 4 months. He does not care. In that final, again, whether it's Morocco or France, he's going to play the game of his life, and he's going to be bringing all of the energy that he can bring into that game. He's going to give it his all. And like I've said, he's not going to be the only one. Argentina is still going to be that team that plays defensively as a collective, and Julian Alvarez is always going to be right next to Messi, but Messi will be playing the game of his life because it is going to be demanded. That is going to be the last World Cup final he's ever going to embrace in his career, and he knows this is his last chance. How many times has Messi been in a final with Argentina? Probably a total of 9 or 10. None of those finals, actually, yes, one of those finals, he did win a trophy, which was the Copa America, but like 90% of those finals, he did not win a single trophy. This is his only chance to win a World Cup, which is going to be on Sunday. His only chance. If it does not happen, it's never going to happen. He's 35 years old. he's going to be playing the game of his life. And again, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because of what we saw tonight. Messi was playing one of the games of his life. He was playing amazing at the age of 35 years old. Like Messi, are you crazy? I can't believe you did that to Guardiola. How do you out-dribble someone who's only 21 years old and has been the best center back of this tournament? And then we saw that pass go through his legs, Guardiola's legs, and then it went straight to Julian Alvarez. So everything was perfect. And I understand that Guardiola probably couldn't like really go on a 1v1 and do that physical battle with Messi and take the ball away because he was already in the penalty box. So he had to be very careful on what he was going to do next. But it was Messi took advantage of that. He took advantage of the fact that he was already in the box, and he knows that if he touches him, whether he tries to take the ball away from him, he's probably going to be falling down onto the ground and just give another penalty. So it was going to be a goal either way. And so we saw a Argentina side that was very efficient on the attack. Every time they saw that attacking opportunity, they were able to capitalize off of it. Croatia did have more total shots. Argentina had 9, while Croatia only had a total of 12. But Argentina was the team that was able to create the most chances and make those like big moments, those big chances against Croatia. That's why they had a total of 7 shots on target, Argentina, while Croatia only had a total of 2. How do you only have a total of 2 shots on target while you had also 67 or 61% of the possession against Argentina? That is because Argentina knew exactly how to utilize their players. And so this is what I do mean. Like, I know that in the previous video, again, I'm going back to that video that I did talk about when it comes to the pre-match preview of Croatia and Argentina. I did say that can Messi's Argentina get revenge on Croatia? And many of you guys were saying this is not going to be considered as revenge. How is Argentina going to get revenge? What are you talking about, Kevin? Like, they're not going to be looking for that. Respect Croatia. Croatia is better than Argentina. Blah blah blah. Look at what happened in the previous game. Who won? Who won in the previous game between Croatia and Argentina back in 2018? Croatia. What was the scoreline? 3-0. What's the scoreline today? Right? What is the scoreline today? It is 3-0. Argentina have defeated Croatia 3-0. They wanted that revenge, and Messi was so up for that type of task, and they have done it. They have won 3-0. They have knocked down Croatia, and now Argentina are headed towards the final. And it just feels so good, right? So good. And so I really do wish the best for Argentina in that final, whether it's France or Morocco. I do not care who it's going to be. Both of them are very respectable teams that will do very well in that final, whether it's Morocco or France. And so we'll see. But today is a good day. Everybody rejoice, everybody celebrate, and let's continue to back Messi in this World Cup. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.